your guys handled when UNT went from a man defense to a zone defense and kind of shook things up, especially in the first half?
Yeah, we're a team that wants to play different ways, throughout the season, and so we did a good job tonight changing some things up, and then also North Texas alternated between defenses, and I thought for the most part we recognized that. We had a couple of what I call sloppy possessions, but for the most part it was a good game for us early because we really had to recognize what was going on out there between possession and possession.
Coach, two-part question. Offense was a little harder to come by tonight than in game one. What else do you feel like it was that helped your team get the victory? And as you prepare for Big 12 play, I know you want your team to be in a lot of different situations, experience a lot of different things. Is this one of those nights where, again, the points weren't really there as easily as they were in game one that you can use to your benefit?
Yeah, we tell the guys all the time, there's different ways to win games, and your defense has to be there on a night where shots aren't falling. I think tonight might be one of the classic examples in my career. We just didn't shoot it very well from two, didn't shoot it very well from three, then really struggled from the free throw line. But we find ourselves with a double-digit lead at halftime in a game that was in control because of our defense. So certainly when we start getting into conference play, we're going to have to execute on both ends of the court. But maybe tonight, some positives from a poor offensive night was that we really guarded.
Coach, could you talk about Devin Thomas tonight? Keenan Evans had a little bit of a rough night, foul trouble first half. Devin played a lot, and then late in the second half, he got two straight assists and then hit a three ball. So you could just talk about him a little bit.
Yeah, Devin's somebody we're really counting on. I think with all the players that were here during the coaching transition, Devin was a guy that just earned our respect very quickly with the way he works, and he's never in a bad mood. I've never seen Devin in a bad mood, and that really just bleeds into our locker room and our team. So personally, I'm really pulling for him to have the kind of year to help us. Tonight, the most impressive thing is he had a 3-assist, no turnover night, and that's exactly what we need for Devin. We need him to run the team when Keenan's not in there, and I look for us to play both those guards together a lot this year. But I thought Devin and Naeem played some valuable minutes at point guard tonight when Keenan was in foul trouble. So, it's a team sport. Guys have got to step up for Norrance being out with an injury. Guys that had to step up tonight with Keenan being in foul trouble. So that's kind of, as far as our depth goes, that's how our team's going to go this year.
You guys had 36 points in the paint tonight, and UNT only had 16. Could you kind of speak to that disparity and just kind of how you guys got there?
Well, I think we drove the ball to the paint, especially in the second half. I just kept telling the guys the threes aren't going tonight. Look, I want our players to have a lot of confidence in three-point shooting. It's a big weapon that we have, but there's an intelligence to this game. And when the shot's not going down, especially when it's early clock, when you don't have any offensive rebounders, to turn down that good shot to try to get something great later on is something that experienced teams do. So I thought we had some real key possessions late where we showed some patience. But we have a lot to learn from. We also have multiple guys that can score around the basket, and so it's good to see us get points in the paint.
Coach, you said that you were a little bit concerned about North Texas's fast break. Well, you held them to 2 points on the fast break tonight, so I guess you're pretty satisfied with that?
Well, I think that's a little bit misleading stat. Where I was from, they were still effective in their fast break. They were just throwing the ball out and missed some shots. I'm sure from North Texas' point of view, they felt like they missed a lot of good shots tonight, and I don't disagree with that. So I thought our transition defense at times was good, but at times it was really, really poor. I think our players would be the first to tell you that. So that would be a big focal point starting tomorrow in practice.
The number of steals tonight, you had 10, and it was all spread around your team. Does that speak to the defense and what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I think so. I thought at times tonight we played patient defense. We had a real emphasis not to foul. North Texas is a very aggressive team. They're going to force the action. And so there's a balance between being aggressive to stop them but also being intelligent and not fouling. And I think because we didn't foul, some of the possessions became mid to late clock, and that's where still opportunities happen.
We got time for a couple more. Let's go to Sean in the middle.
Coach, what do you think is the one thing that you're going to take away from this game to continue that story that you've been telling us about all year about what this team has?
I think tonight was different people stepping up. We proved that we could play good basketball without Keenan on the floor. Zach gets his first double-double. I think everybody on our team scored tonight except for Temple, who, by the way, is just getting back. Matt was really not healthy the whole preseason, and he still only practiced about 8 or 9 times. And so I thought the other night when we played Missouri Western, Matt was really, really good. But I know it's going to take time. And so he didn't look comfortable out there tonight. But our team is really depending on Matt Temple. And I have a lot of confidence in Matt. I look for him to play great on Saturday.
Coach, I kind of feel like we're ignoring Aaron Ross here with 13 and 6. He had a pretty good game tonight. Can you talk about just his performance in general? But I thought he was pretty special on the glass early on when you guys took the lead with the offensive rebound. Excuse me.
Yeah, with Ross, I mean, he has such a diverse game. He can do so many different things. Like in our zone offense, I'm comfortable with him on the perimeter or inside. Defensively, he can guard 4 positions. My thing with Ross is, how good do you want to be? Are you okay being a good player on a good team? Or are you ready to take that next step and enter the all-conference type conversation? And he shows glimpses. And our team, in a lot of ways, is going to go like Aaron Ross goes. I've said it before, and I really mean this. To me, he's shown great loyalty to Texas Tech. Having been here 5 years, played for 4 different coaches. I really pull for him. And I think as his intensity goes, so does his game. And so, when he hits those little spurts in the game where he looks like he's getting lazy, I'd really appreciate the crowd just maybe standing up and start yelling Ross or something. I can use all the help I can get coaching this guy. But I really like Ross as a person. I'm enjoying coaching him. But we need him to find another gear, and I'm confident that he will.